我是作为一个中国人，在这个美国公司上班，就我一个亚洲人，甚至是整天就是压力可大，可害怕。大家好，我是young。
大家好，我是young。
我的头发又该染了，老公给我染头发。
Tell them how spoiled you are by me.
I always do.
At the salon, where I let you do whatever you want at a salon. Even encourage you.
I need to go to the office, so my hair has to be done.
Yes, I know. Work.
I worry if I'm not working hard, I lose the job.
Don't think you're gonna lose that job. They all understand your value. Why you're so afraid to even take a break during the day when you already know that your other coworkers are far more abusive of the work time than you are. Still, you're afraid to walk away for a few minutes. They're not gonna fire you. And you would certainly be spoken to if it was an issue. They wouldn't just fire you.
Really? I think they just fire you.
I don't even think they're allowed to do that unless it's a blatant offense. But something like that would be more than the general warning that they're sending out to the employees. I'll bet there's already been other workers that have been called into the office because of that. You just don't know. You never abuse it. So stop worrying.
I think you don't worry because you had a union help you and protect you guys.
You know, I was still called into the office for things that were ridiculous and I had to defend myself.
像老公他们都不用担心以前他们工作，他们都有这个工会保护。我是作为一个中国人，在这个美国公司上班，就我一个中国人，就我一个亚洲人，甚至是整天就是压力可大，可害怕。Because I experienced so many times about like firing people. They're so like cruel.
Right, but I guarantee you that they have been officially warned first, because if not, you don't go through the proper steps for human resources, then you're liable for wrongful termination. And so companies have to be very careful. They don't just fire people. Because the worker has a little bit of protection if it's not done by the procedures laid out in human resources of the company. They usually require a verbal warning and sometimes a written warning. You're a great worker. Stop worrying. Worry about your job so much. Why are we even talking about your job?
But like, I have a lot of stress from that job. First of all, with coworkers, how to like get along with them. Like every time I go to the office, they act like they know me for like years. Hi, young, we miss you. I don't even know their names. Are they from heart? What are they saying there?
It's hard to say. You don't really know them that well, and who cares? Not your friends. You don't see them in the office every day. As long as they're not mean to you, wouldn't you rather fake politeness than open meanness and hostility?
Also like saying, let's go for after hours. Like I was so worried, like, okay, I go with you, I don't drink. That sounds weird to you, right?
People that don't drink. That's usually the reason they don't go out with workers after work, for drinking. And people understand that. If I worked somewhere and I said we're gonna go out and grab a beer and somebody said I don't drink, I'd leave them alone. Maybe it's...
But do they think you are social awkward? You don't go with the group to like integrate with them with all the after like happy hours?
Maybe you should go to one once in a while, just to show that it's not that. But you can have a juice, or they just want you to socialize. But many times people don't know why some people don't drink. What if somebody's not drinking because they had a problem at one point and they can't be around it? They can't go into a bar. That's the worst thing to do if you're like, say, in a program to stop drinking, right? So that's why I would leave it alone. If somebody said, look, I'm not going, I don't drink, I'd be like, all right. Now, if it wasn't a bar, that would be different. If it was a house party, then you could say, well, I have to say this dye, compared to the other ones that I've used doing your hair, it's much better to work with. It has a better consistency. It's not lumpy or watery. It mixes well. Doesn't smell at all, right? Isn't that usually the worst part about hair dye is the smell? I remember my mother used to do hers, how bad that was. So that's nice. Otherwise, I might not do it for you, dear. And your hair, I'd have to say, not just because I did it, but because I see her hair afterwards, really looks beautiful, the color. Very pleased with this.
我用的就是这个法国的三香树，天然的，一点气味没有，哺乳期的妇女都可以用。Do you know how safe that is? Even the pregnant woman and the breastfeeding women can use it. Really nice. I'm so glad I found this product.
Well, so am I, because I'm the one doing the work back here. It's a much better experience working.
You can take credit. Right? Partially.
I just like to look at your hair after it's been dyed and admire it. Because I did it, because you look so nice. Maybe a little bit because I did it. Mostly because you look so nice.
I don't know why I'm so stressful every time. Cannot relax, cannot. I think that's Chinese thing. You think if you have a job in China, are you going to be afraid to lose your job because you are not part of them? It's just something to do with that.
To be in a position where the company cannot afford to get rid of you. That their need for you is greater than a reason that is not really, it's not like you're stealing money from the company. If you're doing something that's minor, they're going to overlook it because of what you contribute to the organization. And you do that. Dale certainly sees it. So I just feel if you're not doing anything wrong overall, basically behaving yourself. Everyone's human. Everybody has needs beyond this 40-hour rigid work week. And that's where a good boss who values an employee understands.
为老公再给我染 Love you.
Too, my dear.
关注下期视频。